Hey, it's Big Jeff coming to you with the monthly update, and we are in the month of November. We are shooting this 11/9. So sometimes a little late, sometimes a little early. I think we're right on time to go over things for the month or things that recently just happened. It's the good, the bad, the ugly. It's all of it. Got nothing to hide. We've been very vocal about this company from day one, and me, myself, and I, and also the company within. So let's talk about a few things. Obviously, November is known for Thanksgiving, every 4 years election, which is over, and also Black Friday, Cyber Monday, which has grown into Black Friday weeks, and then Cyber weeks, and then sometimes even monthly. So what do we got going on? I'm going to run through those real quick. We have Def Bonds on sale all the way to December 2nd, or until supplies run out, because on this year we're unable to keep purchasing throughout the month. So what we got is what we got. Make sure you take advantage of that. Excess Power, November 25th to December 2nd. Sundown, November 25th to December 2nd. B2 Audio is actually going to start a Black Friday sale this coming Monday, all the way to December 2nd, which is 10th, 11th. So I think starts on the 12th, 11th or the 12th. By the time you see this video, B2 Audio products are going to be at 20% off, which will be the first time a legit sale for B2 Audio that size will happen. First year, which is good for everybody. Move through products. There's a lot of new products coming in, so it's the perfect time. So jump on that either at bigjeffaudio.com. Okay, DS18, November 15th to December 2nd, 20% off. Massive Audio, November 25th to December 2nd. MechMan, we've been doing so many alternators. We're actually in their top 10 distributors, and there's a lot of MechMan sellers. We just found out. That will be MechMan November 25th to December 2nd. AudioPipe, November 29th to December 1st. King boxes, been selling tons of those. November 25th to December 2nd. Tapano, there'll be a few SKUs, it's not all. November 18th to December 2nd. Sparked Innovations, November 1st, so it's on sale now to December 3rd. Voltmeters, USB chargers, and the conductor. And just found out GP boxes are also 10% off for the rest of the month. So there you go. Let's get into the rest of the stuff. We recently just branded our own glues. Not a huge deal. We're not making the glue. We branded them, meaning the US manufacturer that makes most of the well-known CA type glues for the car audio industry. We've been selling that through a different distributor and basically call us a dealer for it. We recently gone direct, and each of those glues have been labeled from their factory with Big Jeff Audio on it. That's really cool. Not that we actually make it or design it, but it's nice for something to be branded with our name coming from the manufacturer, which means also we're able to lower prices for purchasing direct. SkyTech is back. What is SkyTech? Remote starts, keyless entries, alarms. One of the first brands that I got into when I started this company, and it was huge back then, but as cars have changed, so is the need for aftermarket door locks, electronic windows, security systems, but there's still plenty of older vehicles out there. People want to add on remote start, especially with the winter coming, GPS tracking. Real cool, like $100 a year. You have a phone app that you can lock, unlock, start, disable, set up that if it's for a child and they go out of a certain area, it'll warn you, or certain times they're allowed to drive. So really cool. SkyTech security. We're in the process of getting it all back up to make sense. There's so many products. Okay, heat shrink and custom heat shrink. We are now doing multiple brands on red and black, and we just started to bring in purple, green, white, yellow heat shrink, and we're doing that. And you could also get your own custom print We've been charging people a $60 setup fee. Once we have that in our system, you don't have to pay that again. It's basically to get your logo or wording digitalized and in there. And after that, you can print out 20, 50, 100, doesn't matter, of your own. Or you can buy the different types we have, like Basehead, Hair Tricks, all different types of logos and sayings. So check that out. Still looking for the right people. I say I got to interview 100 to hire 20 to keep one. And I think I might need to change that. I got to interview 200 to hire 10 to keep one. Unfortunately, work ethic has changed. Most people that are looking for jobs are because, and I say most, not all, are because they've already been through so many jobs and they always blame the company or the management or whatever. But you got to think at a certain point, if you keep changing jobs every 6 months or a year, there's might be another problem you need to look at. Try to do my best by venting them, but you never know what you get till you hire them. For instance, I had a gentleman that I did 2 interviews in. New York, Puerto Rican, outgoing, was going to be like one of those hires I was excited about to have him on the customer service team and talked to him multiple times. And day one, he was nodding off, falling asleep. And we sent him home, not knowing if it was being tired, a sickness, or drugs, and said, hey, we'll start over tomorrow, and just didn't show back up the next day. This is the type of stuff we deal with, and multiple other issues, but still got to run a company, still have to go through people. At certain times, though, it takes time for people to fit in and understand and learn, but if you can't even remember how to log into a program, like do I put my name or an email or a password after 2 weeks and something that simple, there's no way you're going to get trained in everything else. So we give it our shot. We try as best we can. And yeah, I'm not the easiest to work for, but when you're doing your job, I am very easy to work for, and I'm a pretty cool guy. But when you are costing the company time and money, and you've been talked to multiple times, hand trained, explained to, all the things they tell you should be doing as management, and you still are doing what you're doing, I have no patience for it. But I don't give up. We still spend a lot of money to advertise on places like Indeed and other hiring sites, a lot of time and money to put the time aside to talk to people before, interview them, onboard them. I mean, anybody we hire costs us almost $3,500 before they even start. And I hope they're an investment that pays off, and some do and some don't. Just yesterday, a new sales rep, so unattention to the surroundings that a poor customer was standing literally 3 feet away from him, leaning on a counter for over 7 minutes and not even getting his attention, and until I came out and said, hey, are you being helped? And I'm like, this is crazy that somebody that close to you, you're not even paying attention to them. It's really frustrating, but I will continue to interview and hire because I do have some good people. And that's what we're looking for. So if you're interested, there is no remote jobs. You got to be in the area. That's the Central Florida area, but we're always looking for the best and the greatest. If you're watching this because you're thinking about catching a job, we have good reviews and bad reviews. I technically say that ex-employees aren't going to leave a good review. So, I don't know, you really want to pay attention to that or not. Most time, good employees or employees there, no reason to leave a review while they're there, but some do. But look at the company and the growth in 6 years and what we're doing and what we plan to do and make your decision there. But make sure you take the time to read the job. We're very descriptive on what we're looking for, what it entails. Don't come in and say, oh, I'm applying for anything. Or when I ask you what job did you apply for and you do know it, but then I ask you, okay, so what qualifications do you feel you have for it? And you're looking at me like I'm nuts because you didn't pay attention to the description. You might apply to a bunch of places at once, but when you get that interview, take a few minutes to relook at the job and go to the company's website. We have a career page that each job I explain what it entails even on video. When you come in, there's 5 signs and a big screen that says, please fill out our application, even if you have a resume or not, because that's what will be put in your file. People still come in and just don't want to spend the 5 minutes to fill it out, which tells me, is that the type of work I would get? So don't apply if you're not going to put the time in to apply or to get the job. First impressions mean everything. Okay, moving on from that, because that'll probably be a thing for companies from here on out, that they will constantly have to hire, fire, and also replace. But okay, cool things. B2 Audio has a 2-inch subwoofer, and I don't even have one here now because I had to give up my last one. We have a bunch coming in about 2 weeks or so. We opened up pre-sale. There was a huge video done on YouTube that's over 200,000 views. We have pre-sold, I don't know, just several hundred. We've been telling people that you might not want to put the money up early, but by the time they come in, I can't guarantee there'll be any left because we're going to ship the pre-orders first, obviously. But we've sold that many pre-orders because it's an awesome item. It is a Rampage 2-inch actual subwoofer, and the content from other people has been getting crazy results because it's just a cool item. It's a novelty item. It's a hobby item. It's all the items. Get one or two or a couple, build a box, have fun, use it as your music for your toolbox or Bluetooth or whatever. Really cool. Check it out at bigjeffaudio.com. Or again, if you want to go directly to the manufacturer, B2 Audio USA, you're more than welcome to. We are a distributor for the B2 product. I don't want to say their main distributor, but we're very close, obviously, in connection with the founders and owners. So we're always a part of the new stuff. Okay, what else is new? I was told by B2 Audio. We have a 10-channel DSP, Bluetooth DSP on the way within a few months. Really cool. DSP is, again, more and more popular, especially Bluetooth. Do it all from your phone. Why 10 channels? Well, there are some people that put an amp on everything, meaning tweeters, mid-bass, mid-range, drivers for like vocals, subwoofers. So they have multiple channels and you can do that. It will be all done on Bluetooth. So look out for that. Also, something that they never made was a 10-inch Riot, which is the series, the Riot series with these new really cool baskets. Why is that big? Well, in Europe, 10 inches aren't very popular. And in USA, it's not as popular as 12s or 15s, but there's still a need or want for these 10-inch. This will be the first time with them. Also, I'm told that in less than 2 months, so it'll be before season, new LED style amplifiers. LEDs are coming back. People like lights. They like to light things up. The amplifiers we have coming will have that built in. Same B2 quality you expect. And these are in, I wouldn't say budget price, but in above budget price, not high end. And we did it on purpose for people that generally, people like that, that fancy stuff. So look for that. We will keep everybody updated as B2 Audio keeps us updated. Also, new Rage 8-inch, 6-inch with carbon fiber, waterproof, full range speakers. Now, remember in Europe, they don't have mid-bass and mid-range. It's one thing that does it all, which is the way it should be. It means they can play very low and up very high. This will have a carbon fiber full cone. Everything except for the surround, obviously, will be rubberized, like that'll have to be flexed. But everything else will be sealed up enough to be waterproof from the front, not the whole thing. But 6-inch and 8-inch, those I'm told less than 2 months. Also told the PWRs, which are water resistant, they'll have new 6-inch and 8-inch. PWRs go very low, a ton of mid-bass, and the vocals are intense, like it just hits you in the chest. Those are basically on the way. So that's a lot of new stuff for us from B2. 2 different glues we have. So we have the Big Jeff glue, which is more your CA type glues. And it's from a company in the US that manufactures glues, all types. And then ungluing, there's different, how many seconds to cure, how thick it is. We actually have a chart, you'll probably put it up right here or something, that we've made to make it total brainless. You can go there, what you're trying to glue, and it'll tell you what to buy. That's on the Big Jeff Audio website. Also, I've been taking some heat for comments. E6000 is a rubberized type glue that is very well known for rebuilding subwoofers for the surround. We contacted them directly to get it because there's other products like the Goof Off, the Goop, like different types of rubberized glue. There's a difference. And we have all that, which is really cool, and we're direct with them, which means you can get all that product from us on our website. So if you're trying to repair moldings on the car, even your sneakers, there's a sneaker goop. E6000 is made for multiple things, but well known for the subwoofers. But we also have a marine grade E6000. So that means it can be used outside in the salt, and it's UV protected. We have stuff in clear and black. Check out the glues, which goes directly with car audio, but so many other hobbies and other type. Big Jeff Audio is not just car audio. We do multiple things. So check that out. Really happy to see that and to know you have your name on it. It's always cool. Does it make it any different from the one without the name on it? No, it's just supporting a brand, Big Jeff Audio, and we appreciate that. It allows us to do all these giveaways we do, the podcast and all the other stuff, or even stuff like we're doing right now. Okay, so November update. That's what it is, good and bad. We're getting ready for Black Friday, and then it gets real slow for season. The Yukon is back on being built. The front and rear doors are done. They should be pictures up. We did decide to go through with the 33-inch B2 audio woofers, which takes up the rest of the Yukon, which means we are having a metal rack built to house the batteries. And then Rockford got in on this, and we have 8-inch marine loudspeakers going up top with LED, 4 on each side, 2 on the front and back for outside sound. And then the rest of that would be built out of metal. Will house all the lithium batteries. So we're back on track. The doors are done. They have to finish the center console, start building the box for those giant 33-inch woofers that need like 15 cubes each. But it'll move a ton of air. It's not gonna be an SPL vehicle for numbers. It's built just to be like, holy cow. You see 18s and 24s, but how often do you see 33-inch subwoofers? So stay tuned for that. We'll start having some video on that. That's it, man. I'm fully healed up from the hospital, which I just found out yesterday. I was able to ring the bell. They signed me off as totally healed. This 20 inches of cut filleted fish that they did to cut this flesh-eating disease out. It changed me as a man physically and mentally. Lost a lot of weight now, changing things up and making changes, which is great. Hopefully you all see that. I don't do it for anybody except for me. And I've tried to change myself mentally, but it's hard to run a company. And anybody that tells you they know better, why don't they do it? That's what I say. So I do my best. I try to treat people fair. I try to give back, but at the end of the day, it's still a company that has to be somewhat profitable and take care of its customers and its people. So listen, it's November. I hope everybody has happy holidays. Enjoy your family. I'm glad the election's over with, so now we can move on. No matter who you voted for, does not matter. We can move on. And please support the Big Jeff Audio platform. And the guys that support us, like High Five Vector, Robin Williams, Car Audio Enthusiast, I call DJ Mark V. You see every Friday, he promotes the hell out of us, and we promote his channel. There's so many people I don't want to get screwed up missing, so I'm just gonna tell. Support the people that promote and support us, and then support us. That's why we're supporting you. And we're not perfect. I'm not perfect. We do our best. We make changes to be better. And I appreciate all of you. I really do. I appreciate all of you to the best of my ability. And hopefully this could be something that keeps moving on and growing for the future. So November 9th. Saturday at 10 a.m. I'm Big Jeff from Big Jeff Audio. Signing off. Check us out.